Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with the Pick Dawgz on the pitch, Goran, Kirk, and Jack for the long form video for Saturday. That is February 8th. We don't have the EPL this weekend, but we still have like 13 games in this long form video, guys, from the Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, and the French League One, McDonald's League One. And we appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. So leave us a comment, let us know what you like, let us know what you're taking, and of course, subscribe and hit that like button. As far as our premium picks go, you guys know the drill. You can get them all up on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. The best thing you could possibly do is get all three of us, put us together in that 3-4 capper promotion, and get all of our premium picks for the weekend. NBA, there's football. Is there Super Bowl this weekend?
Yep, go
Yep.
on.
Yeah, the
There's.
Super Bowl's going on this weekend. There you have it. Who's playing?
You tell me. There's no way you don't know.
It's Kansas, and is
Yep.
it
Yeah, you
Kansas?
got this one.
I don't know who else. Falcons?
No,
Eagles.
close. Ah,
I don't know. Jets?
no, you
I
got it.
just
Jack
told
told
you.
you.
What?
The
You got the
Eagles.
Eagles. You got the
Oh,
Eagles.
the Eagles. Okay. Were they playing like last year?
Nope.
No, it was the Niners and the Chiefs.
I feel like Eagles and Kansas were playing in the Super Bowl
It
already.
was like 3, 4 years ago.
I
2020, I
think.
think. COVID year. Anyways, hop
All
on
righty
board my
then.
premiums. I'm going 11-0. Thank you. See you in the next video.
Yeah, anyways, guys, let's get it on the road with some La Liga matchups. Celta Vigo and Betis. Jack, what do you like in this one?
Yeah, I like both teams to score here. I like as well. I think Marcos Alonso. I absolutely hate the guy. I think he's the biggest scumbag playing football right now.
Can't say
Uh,
that word.
yeah, again, why not? I didn't drop an F bomb. I didn't drop an F bomb. Yeah, go both teams to score here. I like Marcos Alonso to be carded, but there's no line for it right now. He returns from suspension in this game. But 15 of the last 22 Celta Vigo games this season have been both teams scoring. So at this price, at that rate, at that hit rate, have to take it.
How about you, Kirk?
Yeah. There's 13 games on the slate, and I absolutely love 11.5 of them. This is one of the games I love. I'm on both teams to score as well. Betis, they're just if they the only way you keep up with Celta at home is by scoring. It's the only way. So this price, it's hard not to take both teams to score.
Yeah, definitely feels like that. Um, I, I mean, I wanted to take the cards in this game because it just feels like it's going to be a super chippy game. But the line is over 5.5, over 6, which we're getting around minus 115 or something like that. So I decided to go with over 5 cards instead, which is still a decent price, minus 141. But we are getting the safety of a push, I suppose. Um,
As Jack would
I
say,
don't
the
know if
pussy
it's,
play.
No, that you said that, not me.
You called
yeah.
me it
I mean,
yesterday.
Yeah, because you always
you're the
love
only
to
one here,
give it to
Kirk,
me
who
and
doesn't
Goran.
like push.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Goran.
Yeah, I
So,
don't.
I mean,
Well, I
I'd
watch a
rather
whole
take a
game
push than
just
a
to
loss.
get your money back. That doesn't sit with me.
Anyways, guys, both teams to score for Kirk, both teams to score for Jack, and over 5 cards
How
for
did you get
myself.
that at even price, Jack? Is that a typo?
Minus 110. That's a typo from Goran.
Oh, is it minus 110? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Sorry, guys. My bad. Next one is between Bilbao and Girona. I'm actually going to keep this one very simple, guys. I'm taking Bilbao on the money line here, minus 141. I know Girona's coming off of a win, but they're just so garbage on the road this season. Kirk, that I think that Bilbao has to get a win here.
How did you get this price? In my book,
What's
they're like
wrong with
minus
it?
165 or 170. What book are you on? I
No.
forget.
Well, not my, well, I'm using a creation book here, so
Mm.
I don't know what to tell you.
They basically
I'm looking
told the
at it here.
bookie what price he wants, and they just gave it to him.
I
Anyways,
wish.
I kind of since my book is so juiced, I didn't want to take him at minus 170, so I parlayed it with under 4.5. If this goes over 5, I'm an idiot for doing this. Um, but
I've been there.
Yeah, I know you have, but I'm doing it. Bilbao. I mean, you don't need to know my opinion on both these teams. I like Bilbao, especially at home. Girona on the road is like shitting on the side of the road. They're just so bad. Anyways, Bilbao and under 4.5 for me.
Jack?
Yeah, Bilbao, they're just winning a lot of first halves this season. I think they win this game outright. I'm not saying they don't, but maybe I should go with a halftime, full time, I guess. But just to you know add less risk and diffuse the risk, I'm just going to take Bilbao on the first half. Girona, they don't start games good enough, especially on the road. So yeah, I think Bilbao really beat them up early.
For the last game in Liga, we have Las Palmas and Villarreal. Now, at the moment, I mean, obviously, Villarreal is not that good of a defensive team on the road. They've conceded, what, 15 goals in 11 games, which is not that bad, but it's not great either. They're actually conceding more at home than on the road. But Las Palmas is a solid defensive team. They can score goals. And I think in this game, Villarreal will simply have to outscore Las Palmas if they want to get a win. And in their current form, I think that they can do it. They're scoring a lot of goals right now, Jack. I'm taking Villarreal on the money line.
Yeah, the Villarreal, as you said, they've conceded less goals on the road this season, and arguably they've played some of the toughest teams in the league. Right? They played Atletico Madrid. They've played Real on the road this season already. So yeah, they got a good stint of road games ahead of them as the season comes to an end. I have to go Villarreal here. Las Palmas cannot trust them at home. Drew to Osasuna. They did not control that game whatsoever. Lost to Getafe. And I see them losing to Villarreal, to be honest. So, yeah, going with Villarreal money line.
Now, Kirk, you're on the opposite side here.
Easy Las Palmas spot, easy. At home, island game. Villarreal just wants to get in here, get out of here. They're gonna think it's an easy game. Then it's gonna be like a 1-1, 0-0, even maybe 1-0 Las Palmas game. Plus money. They're fraudulent. The books. They're like committing a crime by putting you on this trap of Villarreal money line. It's just this is like this is like the circle versus square all over again. This is the squares play on the board. Villarreal against like bottom tier. We know how these games go. Las Palmas is going to sneak out something here, and at plus money, that's where I'm at.
30 for 35, Kirk.
Sure,
Let's
I
do
get
it.
35 though.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't have to tell
There
me
you go.
twice.
There you go. Let's go.
Jack is riding Villarreal. He's
Yeah,
confident in it, guys. Maybe take that into consideration when
No,
you're
I'm just
picking your
confident
bet
that
for this
Las
game.
Palmas suck. That's what I'm confident in. That's it.
Makes sense. That's it for La Liga, guys. We have a couple of games in Serie A, and the first one being Verona and Atalanta. Now, this could potentially be a tricky game for Atalanta here, but I honestly don't think there's a chance in hell that Verona will connect two wins together. They're coming off of a win on the road against Monza. Not only they won, they kept a clean sheet, while Atalanta hasn't won any of their last three games, and they seem pissed right now, if I'm being honest. So I think this was going to be all Atalanta, Kirk.
yeah. The two games I don't like on this slate are both Serie A. I think what I've come to notice is Serie A for me is the hardest league to really get a read on. In terms of teams. I don't know. There's just so many teams like Empoli, Como, Venezia, Verona. It's just all these teams I give two shits about, to be honest with you. So in this game, I needed value. I'm looking at Atalanta halftime, full time at plus 130. It's really the only way. I do kind of see it being a trap game, especially at minus 200. Seems a little bit outrageous of a price when Atalanta hasn't won in 3 games. So the only way I'm taking this game here is if I get plus money. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ride Atalanta halftime, full time.
Yeah, I'm going to take Atalanta to win an over 1.5 goals. It's minus 118. I mean, it's not often that we got such a good price in just the over 1.5 on Atalanta's game this season. They're usually like over 2.5, is super juiced in their games. They have cooled off, but I think that they get back on the winning track in this one, Jack.
Yeah. Like Kirk's pick, he got his picks in before me, so I couldn't take that. I'm just
See,
gonna
he
go.
looks at mine to get inspiration.
Well, if it's there, no. If I'm about to type and I see yours, I'm not gonna take the exact same. Especially when
Well,
it's
if you
something
think
like
like me, that's a very good thing. Then you should do it.
I'm just trying to be a man of the people. That's it.
Oh,
Atalanta
you
to
are,
score
and
in.
in my heart, brother.
Thank you. Atalanta to score in both halves is the play for me. Look, at the end of the day, if Atalanta win the first half and they're leading, Verona have to kind of go on the front foot or try at least to score a goal. And I think Atalanta just hit them on the counter. So, yeah, if they're scoring in the first half and leading, they're probably scoring in the second as well. That's the thought process here.
Empoli and Milan, Jack. Empoli huge underdogs here. Milan coming off of a big midweek win against Roma in Coppa Italia. They advanced to the semifinals.
Gone. I think they're
Yeah,
the hottest team in Italy right now, aren't they?
no,
Roma
I
look
knew you were gonna
terrible.
say something. I knew you were gonna say something.
Well, because you guys were like, "Oh, we got Napoli,
Yeah, and
we have
all the
you."
comments on that video as well said you were tripping. So
No. Go back and look. There were a couple people who were like, "You said hottest, not the best."
you found 2 guys out of 20. Nice.
And who won? 3-1 easily. The
Yeah,
team I
They're
I'm
backed.
not
still not.
disputing that Milan won that game. I'm not disputing that, but they're not the hottest team in
They
Italy.
are
They
still not the
are.
hottest team in
They
Italy.
are.
No, they are not.
They
No, they are
are.
not. So,
They simply are.
anyways, what's your pick here, Kirk?
Now, Jack, it was Jack's turn. I
You threw
interrupted.
it to
Oh,
me, but
sorry,
yeah,
Jack. Go ahead.
I'm going AC to Inter nil. Empoli don't like the way they look offensively. If I'm honest, like if you can only score 1 goal against Lecce at home, I don't know how you're going to score against Milan. So yeah, with the way Milan are playing, they're top 5 definitely, like hottest teams, no question, right
Top
now.
5? You out of
Yeah,
your mind?
no, I'm really not.
Top 5?
You got to look at all the other teams that are playing in Italy right now that are playing really
Atalanta's
well.
lost 3 straight.
Napoli are red hot.
Napoli
Can't
just
dispute
drew
that.
Roma.
Inter just AC just drew to Inter.
Inter just lost 3-0 to
You
Fiorentina.
cannot say AC Milan are the hottest team in Italy when they've only 1 game in their last 3 in the
They
league.
just beat Inter twice.
Oh, okay, whatever.
The
They
best
drew to
team
Inter, by the way.
in
They drew to
Serie
Inter.
A.
AC to
They
Inter
haven't
nil.
beaten
That's my
Inter
play, Goran.
twice.
They drew to Inter.
Tied, whatever.
AC to nil.
So to you,
1-1.
anyways,
They haven't lost. They beat them once, lost once. Then they
that's
just
fine.
beat Roma. Napoli sucks. Juve is awful. Atalanta can't score for shite anymore. And Inter just lost
AC
3-0 to
have
the
won
worst team
2
that they
games.
consider good in that league.
AC have won 2 games of their last 5. They
Oh my
cannot be
God.
possibly considered the best and hottest team
Who's
in
the
Italy
hottest team? Como B
Napoli.
team in your eyes?
Napoli, they've won 4 of the last 5
Oh
with
my
1
God.
draw.
Who have they played?
Juve, is that good enough? Atalanta, is that good enough?
No, they suck.
They beat Fiorentina, is that good enough?
They're not. They didn't beat AC Milan.
Okay.
They haven't played yet.
Yeah, good luck.
Anyways, what's your pick, Kirk?
Obviously AC Milan, but my book has it so juiced that I had to get a little more. I'm taking AC Milan and under 4.5 in this one, -127.
It's gonna be a 3-2 win for Milan.
That's fine. They'll still win and still the hottest team.
I hope not. It's going to be 5-0 Milan, you mean, Goran?
Hey, don't say that. Why are you throwing out these crazy picks?
Off the Bundesliga, guys, so we don't have to argue about this
What was your
shite
pick,
Milan
Goran?
team. Milan moneyline. Simple. -145. It's not a bad price. I'll just stick to that. I won't force it anywhere.
I see
Anywhere further
everyone's
than
on the
this.
hottest team. Ride the wave.
Sure. Let's roll with it. Mainz and Augsburg. Augsburg coming off of a narrow loss in the DFB Pokal. 1-0 to Stuttgart, am I right?
Correct.
Which was a stupid thing because I had them to score a goal. They just couldn't score against Stuttgart, who are struggling defensively right now. But in this game, I mean, I have to ride with Mainz on the money line. It's -130. Augsburg is certainly not a team that's used to playing 2 or 3 games a week, Kirk, and this is their second game on the road in a row, so they do have quite a bit of a travel involved.
Yeah, this is a massive mindset home spot. They would look good early in 2025, been a little bit all over the place. Got against a team that played 3 days ago. It was a very good spot for them at home, and the price is just you would think it's a trap game, but it really isn't. They should win this game 3-1, 2-0 with ease. I don't even mind the -1.5, but at the price we're getting it at, -140, I'm just going to take them on the money line.
Jack?
Yeah, like mine's money line. But looking
But
for
he's a man of the people.
No, I'm just looking for plus money here, if I'm honest. Yeah, again, this is a unanimous mine's money line, but I'm just trying to find a plus money play here, and that's mine's to score in both halves. Look, mine's at home. They didn't win a game at home all the way until like late November or something like that. Ever since they've won that first game at home, they haven't lost or drew since. They've won every single game, including Bayern Munich. And most of those games, if not all of those games, they scored 2 or more. So, yeah, I'm just going to go mines to score in both halves here at plus 300. I think the price is fantastic.
Freiburg and Heidenheim. Jack?
Freiburg over 0.5 in the second half. They've been scoring most of their goals in the second half this season. Plus, Heidenheim have been conceding a lot in the second half. People are going to say it's juiced at -145, but everything is pointing to goals in the second half of this game. And let's be real, it's going to be Freiburg who are scoring most goals.
Yeah, I mean, Heidenheim's bad streak will end at some point, but now that Freiburg finally snapped their losing streak in their last game in Bundesliga, I think they'll keep going. This is a good spot for them, in my opinion. I'm taking Freiburg on the money line, Kirk.
Yeah, and honestly, all the home teams have good spots this week in the Bundesliga,
Yeah.
and I'm taking Freiburg at home. I said they were one of the teams to really shoot for top four, and that's probably a 1% chance. But if they win this game, they might have a 2% chance, and I think they are better than. I mean, sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a ramble, but in those 3 games they lost, they played Stuttgart, Dortmund, and Leverkusen or Bayern. 3 of those 4. So they've gotten all their toughest games out for the back half. To be honest, they could still make top 4 if you want to really high money play. They've had the toughest schedule to open up 2025. If they get some wins together, I think they could still do it. So Freiburg money line for me here at -145.
Hoffenheim and Union Berlin. This feels like such a garbage game that it might turn out to be the best game of the weekend, if I'm being honest. We have two teams who just can't defend. Union Berlin on the road, garbage. Hoffenheim's defense, garbage. So, I mean, I don't know how either sides keep a clean sheet here in this game. I'm taking both teams to score at -147, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the home team to win. I'm gonna take them to win either half here. I think Union could win a half. I think Hoffenheim could win a half. But who do I trust more? I trust Hoffenheim a little bit more at home than Union on the road. So I'm going Hoffenheim to win either half. Actually, it's a pretty good price in my opinion here at -160.
So, in order for all of our picks to hit in this game, we need a 1-1 in the end, and we need Hoffenheim to lead at half by 1-0.
No,
And
they could be down 1-0 at half.
Yeah, it's true. Hoffenheim could score in the second half and be 1-0 second half.
I suppose, yeah, that would mean they won the second half. Yeah,
Correct.
correct. Correctamundo. Jack, you got the under, I see.
That's a first from you, Goran. Under 2.5 for me.
Long work week.
I think Union. They've conceded a lot actually on the road recently, like 2+ in 2 of their last 4. Again, this is just a team who religiously try to go to the first half 0-0 and try and steal a win on the road. They've been doing it all season long. Hasn't worked every time, but against a Hoffenheim team who sometimes they look really good in front of goals, sometimes they don't. I'm rather leaning towards the Hoffenheim don't here. So I've just got to take the under.
Wolfsburg and Leverkusen. Now, this could be an interesting matchup. We know that Wolfsburg at home is a very, very solid team. But then again, on the other side, we have Leverkusen team that can outscore anyone. But they had to go to overtime against Köln in the DFB Pokal, as we sort of predicted, because we expected Köln to score a goal, if not more, in that game, as they did. Uh, I'm gonna stay away from sides in this one. I'm taking goals. I'm taking both teams to score in over 2.5, -106. Jack, I see that you're in agreement with me.
Yeah, exactly the same. Both of these teams just score, especially Wolfsburg at home. And yeah, can't exactly guarantee a Leverkusen victory here after I've got to say, a very disappointing performance in the week, which really shouldn't have been a struggle. That's no disrespect to Cologne, but yeah, that should have been like a 3-1, 4-1, if I'm honest. So yeah, can't go with either side. What's funny about that?
If
What's
I'm
funny, Kirk?
honest. If I'm honest.
I dropped the if I'm honest. Sorry. Yeah, over 2.5, both teams to score.
No, don't be sorry. It's
No more
funny.
age bumps, Jack. Okay, no more age bumps.
Yeah.
God. So you
Kirk?
weren't being honest the rest of the video. Anyways, I'm on Wolfsburg here on the double chance. That's probably my least favorite play in the Bundesliga. It just seems like a spot. They've been playing really well at home. Leverkusen did play during the week and it got a little more antsy of a game than it should have. I think Wolfsburg's going to be really up for this game. I probably see I could see a very high scoring draw or a 3-2 Wolfsburg win. It's just the price for me, so it's a lean for Wolfsburg double chance, but Leverkusen price isn't bad either. It's just the double chance is priced a little bit better.
The last game in Bundesliga is between Gladbach and Eintracht, and Kirk. This feels like a disappointing spot for Eintracht. I think that they have been regressing for a couple of weeks now, and I mean Gladbach is such a schizophrenic team that you can never know what team is going to come out on the pitch. But this feels like a good spot for Eintracht for Gladbach. Sorry.
Yeah, as you guys know, Gladbach is a team I'll back at home. Eintracht, I still don't know how they're going to look post Marmoush, to be honest. Last few games, it's looked a little bit tougher. Um, I don't know if they'll win this game, but I have Gladbach to win either half here at -136 at home. If they go down at halftime, they should be able to come back. If they go up at halftime, I don't know if they can hold it, but to win either half at a pretty good price, that's where I'll be.
Yeah, I like goals in this one. But the over 2.5 is a bit juiced. It's around -190 or something like that. So I'm taking the over 2.75. It's -149. I mean, if we see 3 goals, we win half of our bet. We push the other half. If we see 4 or more, obviously we are getting a full win. But I'd be surprised if either side kept a clean sheet here, especially Gladbach. Jack?
Yeah, I'm going with the under corners here purely because one side of this matchup, just post Marmoush, has not been doing great offensively. They haven't been picking up any corners. The shots are right down, chances are down. And as Kirk said, I think this is going to be a very interesting and, for me, worrying end to the season for Frankfurt. So I'm going with the under corners purely because one of the two teams in this game just aren't going to be keeping up to get this over. So yeah, under the corners.
In the French League One, we have Nice and Lens facing off in the first game.
Lons.
Uh, Lens. I think that Lens is overperforming right now in that defensive end. After all, they did lose a couple of their starting defenders in that young kid who went to City, whatever his name is.
The
I think he would.
Kazakhstani dude. The
Yeah,
favorite
that one.
Kazakhstani dude in the Prem. Jack's looking it
Yeah.
up.
And then they lost Kevin Danso, who I didn't know went to Tottenham until yesterday.
Who did?
And yeah, he's a good defender. I always liked him. And there was a season like 2 or 3 years ago where he scored like 15 goals in the French League One or something like that, which was an insane stat for a defender. But like I said, I think that Lens is overperforming right now. So I'm gonna take Nice on the money line, Kirk.
Yeah, I think this is a 1-1 or 0-0 game. Lens is one of the best defensive teams in the Uber One League. It seems like they get salads for takeout so they can have their stamina for the games, unlike some other teams. On the road, they're gonna try to keep this low scoring. I have the draw and under 2.5, so it has to be 0-0 or 1-1 plus 307. I'll be there any day.
Jack?
Yeah, don't disagree with Kirk with Nice being a good defensive team. However,
I didn't say
Lens.
Nice.
I thought you said Nice at home. No, Nice at home
I
are a good
definitely
defensive.
No,
didn't.
he
I
said
sorry then.
Lens.
I misheard you. I apologize. But I mean, yeah, I guess Nice are also a good defensive team at home because they've only conceded 9 in 9. But their over-unders 2.5 at home this season are 6-3 in favor of the over. So I'm just going to keep riding that. I'm going to take the over here.
Lille and Le Havre in the next game, Kirk.
Lavre.
How?
Nah, I was just messing. Le Havre.
How do you say it, Kirk? Come on.
I just said it. Le Havre.
All right then. What do you have in this game?
Contrary to popular belief, I do not have Le Havre on the double chance. I have both teams to score.
Shocking.
Only way you keep up with a team like Lille at home is you have to score. Lille probably win this one 2-1, 3-1. Yeah, if I'm honest. You like that, Jack?
Yeah, that was very good. Clean.
Yeah, but I have both teams to score here plus money. I like it.
Yeah, Lille is coming off of a embarrassing performance in the French Cup. Around the 16, they got knocked out against Dunkirk in the team from like I think third division or something like that after a penalty shootout, and I think that they will do everything they can to bounce back in this game. We know that Le Havre is fighting for that to avoid the relegation. It's not working out for them very well. And I think that Lille will take all 3 points in this one. So, Jack, I'm taking Lille -1.5 at even money.
Well, I'm 1-0 with these picks. It's time to go 2-0. How about it? Took the same pick with Real Madrid a few weeks ago. And I'm taking Lille to score a penalty in this game, plus 400. Great price. Reason Lille have won the most penalties in the league. They're against a team who are going to be defending for their lives. So, look, I think this hits way more frequently than 1 in 5. So, plus 400. Have to take it.
There you have it, guys. The last game of this video is between Saint-Etienne and Rennes in the French League One. You know what? Despite the fact that Saint-Etienne is fighting to stay in the league and Rennes is just garbage this season, they are so bad. Their form is horrible. They're still pretty hefty favorites on the road, plus 115, Jack. What do you like here?
What do you mean? You
What
said
do you
they're
mean? What do I
hefty.
mean?
You said they're hefty favorites, but said Etienne's not a hefty favorite.
I said the Rennes are the hefty favorites on the road.
Yeah, they're plus 115. I guess
Yeah,
I would honestly say it's not because Rennes are good, it's because Saint Etienne are bad. I think
yeah,
that
but Rennes lost 5 of their last 6. They're not that good.
I agree, but it's all about the head-to-heads for me, the historical head-to-heads. Rennes, last time they played earlier this season, beat them 5-0. Now you're telling me if they don't play like that, they don't win this game? 100%, they do. Rennes have not conceded to Saint Etienne in, let's have a look, five straight games, 6 straight games. Saint Etienne have failed to score against Rennes. Which is why I'm taking Rennes to win to nil here. This is just a trend play. Don't love this game, if I'm honest. But yeah, Rennes to nil at plus 275 with that heat rate as of recent. I have to take it.
I mean, yeah, but those games were like 2020, 2020, 2021, 2021, and 2022. So I'm
Well, it's the last 6, so yeah.
1946, 1932.
and Rennes actually is winless on the road still this season. They have 0 wins, 1 draw, and 8 losses.
They beat
I
Bordeaux. Oh no, that was in the cup. They beat Bordeaux.
they
You're not wrong.
if we can agree on the one thing here is the fact that they just can't keep a clean sheet. Whether they play at home or on the road, they're just so bad defensively. It's funny to watch, if I'm being honest. So in this game, I'm taking both teams to score -120. Kirk.
Yeah, I'm going against my team at home in this one. I think this is a Ren spot. I think they're better. I did say they suck, but I do think they're better than what their current form is. With that being said, to get them at plus money on the road against a team that I don't really like this spot for them at all. So Ren money line for me.
We'll see. Obviously, not all three of us can win our picks in this game, but that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for joining us. Of course, like we said, leave us a comment, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button, and stay tuned for more free picks coming up soon.